does that. So Ontos, we're going to be seeing a very explosive Shulk player. On the other side, we have BlueCheese rocking the Wario. Interesting matchup.
Yeah, I was gonna say, BlueCheese, very French name, I feel, you know what I mean? And of course, like, the French, you know, flag being Gluto, of course, but I want to see what this Wario can do, of course. In this matchup, you said it's kind of weird. Do you think like Shulk has a good matchup in this matchup or no?
Right, so this matchup is good for Shulk if you're really good at it. But if you're not, you kind of get rushed down by Wario. Wario's rising there is very hard for Shulk to deal with.
Right.
Your main answer is actually footstool out of shield. I don't think any Shulk is using that at the moment.
Maybe Ontos.
Well, maybe Ontos, exactly. We see this Buster. That is the bread and butter for Ontos. He has those confirms from Buster on deck. Goes into jump to escape the situation. Smash on deck. Wario not going to die here yet, but it is looking scary for the fat man. Goes off stage. Smash running out.
I can see where Wario would have like a decent matchup in this because obviously, you know, Shulk's one thing is that, you know, his aerials might be, you know, daunting to fight against, but
they're slow.
They take a while to get out, and of course Wario can drift in with those poking tools like the forward air, the nair, the back air, and kind of interrupt Shulk before he gets anything started, so I can kind of see it.
You want to talk about cheesy, that backslash in neutral coming out as well. Smash art back on deck. Wario playing it slow as he should. I like this high play. And the best thing Shulk can do to punish that is like rising there, which is not going to kill here. So smash art on cooldown again, but the back air comes through, and Ontos with that early lead. I like what we're seeing here.
Yeah, for sure. The back airs are sneaking that one in. Once the down air conversion, a lot of back air, the back part of the nair hitting from Ontos, a lot of conversions from there. Might be in Buster right now, and again, that cheesy percent. You want to talk about that, Ramses?
Yeah, this is where it starts getting scary for Wario. But here's the Buster, goes online, starts looking for those nairs. That nair is really the bread and butter. I like that hit by BlueCheese, just forcing Ontos off of that Buster, forcing him to use the shield as well. And the defense from our Wario player is looking very strong so far.
Yeah, for sure. He's kind of just drifting out, but he's getting caught too much landing against these aerials, you know what I mean? He's not interrupting Ontos. He's able to kind of throw them out straight away, kind of safely, not too committal, and is in Smash out at the moment. Going to let that one burn out. Going to be Monado-less, and, or Artless, shall I say, and I get these edge guards maybe.
And one thing I'm really missing from BlueCheese here is the parries. You gotta establish parries versus Shulk. Wario makes his back, and I like the delay on the up B as well to avoid the down air. Forward throw comes out. Ontos' advantage state is very consistent here. Just holds on to the positional pressure.
Okay, up tilt as well. Get a lot of conversions. It's gonna get swapped away by those forward airs. Now we're seeing the interruptions from BlueCheese though.
Yep. And BlueCheese has that waft on deck, has to sneak it in there while the shield art is on cooldown. Oh, Ontos? Ontos? You missed the tech? No shot, and that is the reversal of a lifetime. Now Waft is here too. We're on final stock, and Waft is here.
Yep, you gotta have to keep that shield on charge. If you use it too early, but now we might see him able to abuse it, but okay.
Wrong way. But it's still fine. Big damage. Hit that Waft on Buster Art. That's going to add a lot of percentage as well. Ontos has to climb a mountain here.
He's definitely climbing down. The hiking boots are on. Nearly reaching Mount Everest with that kill, but just couldn't find it at the moment. The bike is on deck, so he's going to see maybe some extensions if he can get it sorted. But okay, bike on Ontos' side either way.
120 on Ontos. Enters the Buster. We know what can happen there. Shield are a little bit too late. Doesn't have shield and jumps straight back to the stage. BlueCheese sticking the big head out there and sending Ontos right back. And that game was looking very solid until Ontos went a little bit too ham. And that's kind of what we saw there. Like, everything was solid on Ontos' side except for the offstage pressure. We saw him at the end there also when BlueCheese was offstage, just really undershooting the forward air, committing a little bit too hard at the same time. And these offstage commitments, these really are leading to BlueCheese's opportunities. And I get it, because what I'm seeing from Ontos is a little bit of frustration because of BlueCheese's defense.
Right.
He is not dying early, which is exactly what Ontos wants, right? He wants to get the early kills, and BlueCheese is avoiding them. And so Ontos is kind of like ramping up the commitment to try to get those early kills, but you cannot do that against Wario.
Can't, bro.
Against Wario, you gotta play it solid all the way through, and if he makes it back 100 times, you just gotta kill him at time 101.
Using the shield out early from there, you know, you can afford to as well. The down tilt going to clip BlueCheese in the air and just keep him locked away. Committing too hard to these dash attacks and forward airs, maybe trying to interrupt Ontos like we talked about earlier, but of course the speed art going to be doing very well at keeping BlueCheese away from him.
Down air 2 hits. I like the mix-up, the 2-hit mix-up, but again, BlueCheese defense is looking impenetrable right now, even shielding the double down air, which is the mix-up, right? I like this. Double hit from Wario this time, mixing up back air, weak hit, not going to lean too much. BlueCheese just recovering. And something that's interesting about this matchup is that both of these characters benefit from dead air. Because Shulk gets his Monados back,
right.
Wario charges his wall.
Yep,
exactly. So there's a very unique dynamic here in where both characters kind of want to hang back and both characters kind of want to establish pressure. In this situation,
the
BlueCheese pressure was coming out on top.
He threw the bike upwards to kind of mix up what he would do from the ledge and punish it accordingly with the back air. It's just good conditioning from BlueCheese the whole way out. Even from the first game where he wasn't attacking the shield too much. In this second game, he's definitely showing Ontos more offense from that side, being less defensive because he can. Like, he has that lead now, and he's making Ontos, you know, be a bit more committal.
That's those conversions Ontos is known for, but the reversal, triple clap, quadruple clap, that is big damage on Ontos so far, 100 already, but enter smash and that frame trap, I like it. Yeah. Clean, just clean.
Nowhere to go, bro. Door was shut, absolutely.
So Ontos now taking the early, getting that early kill. Finally, right? He hasn't managed to find that in this set so far, but once he gets it, look at this conversion. Now staying extremely defensive, extremely solid play here. The back air and air walling, nice mix-ups between the two, and nice conversions once he gets the pressure as well. No drop up B from Ontos, but holds on to the pressure. The Buster is on deck.
Yeah, stays in Buster, just wants to obviously get, you know, a lot of damage started, just wants the nair, no down air conversion, but still, okay, just a lot of, like, you know, retreating aerials to make sure if BlueCheese is going to approach, he's still going to take damage either way. Has the full charge waft on deck as well. Wants to go for a down air, no tech option this time for Ontos. He can stay alive another time.
Ontos not going to smash here, opting for jump instead. Interesting choice. Now goes to smash, and this is curtains. A very solid 2-stock. Ontos, picking it up, honestly, that's how I would describe it.
I mean, when the first game ended, he raised his hand to run it back straight away. Like, I think he was like, you know what, you should not have won that game. You know, I missed my tech once, I died for it. Sure, let's run it back, and, you know, you got that game 2-stock, like you said before, so looks way more confident.
And I think it all really comes down to that early kill. We saw even in the final stock, right? Like you said, there was that one moment in Buster where you said no down air conversion, right? He went for Buster Nair into short hop down air. So that is not a combo, right? Buster and air goes into a dash tag, dash grab. But again, that's the type of player that Ontos is. He will go for the high reward option. He goes for the reset to get that down air, get that bigger conversion. And with that, it is higher risk reward. But we're seeing a switch.
I get it.
I do.
This is that crepe Soleil movement, you know what I mean? If the Wario's not working out,
oh my God,
I can just go Steve, you know what I mean? And you see the crowd, they be chanting for it too, and oh man, what a way to start. Has to opt for shield straight away. No shield? Wario Shulk. How do you feel about Steve Shulk?
So this matchup is like low-key Shulk winning.
Right.
But there are a lot of things that Steve can do to help him. Exactly. It is very art reliant. And the thing about Steve is that his close quarters, like we talked about how Wario can kind of disrupt Shulk's gameplay. Steve, up tilt and jab are also very, very hard to deal with in a lot of ways. And I think the hardest thing about this matchup is as Shulk, you have to edge guard Steve, otherwise you're really not getting the KOs.
You're wasting your chances, right? If you don't obviously abuse, you know, where Steve might struggle, I guess.
And yeah, but Steve actually really struggles to recover against Shulk. I think it is the thing that makes this matchup good for Shulk is the offstage play. But Ontos hasn't been a big fan of offstage conversions so far. Oh yeah! Whoa! Hey! Wow.
Shut up,
like
Raptors.
clockwork! Yeah, Ontos, I like that. The run-off up B with the speed art, that's a classic right there.
For sure.
Ontos knowing exactly what to do in this matchup so far. I like that. And let's be fair, this is a big gamble by BlueCheese. His Wario did fine. It really was the early kill that made the previous game so hard. If he hadn't died early, if he gotten that stock, then the WAP was on deck, right? There was a lot of room for victory. Now gambling it all on the Steve, and Ontos seems ready.
And this is that, you talked before, the gamble, it can be so costly because you're always thinking in your mind, should I have gone back to Wario? Can I go with my Steve? You know, it's Steve, of course, but you know, you do have to put some sort of work in if you want to fight a Shulk like Ontos. And we're seeing it right now. Ontos seems to be on top of everything right now, looking to be in this winner's side straight away, sending BlueCheese down.
And the shield art on the up smash, as it should be. Shulk the great equalizer, dude. He doesn't have a lot of bullshit, but you don't get to bullshit him either. You know what I mean?
That's fair enough. Chaos for the back air, doesn't find it, but okay, the Nair either way, the forward air too, just kind of throwing BlueCheese all around the stage. BlueCheese not exactly doing the most pressure right now. Up B as well, can't touch my shield for free. You got to pay a certain type of tax.
This is looking like a 3-stock right here. The forward air gets scouted out, and BlueCheese know where to go.
That was stinky DI.
Stock. Yeah, that was getting me off this page, DI. And Ontos advancing to the next round. Had a bit of a slow start, but once he got the engine revving, he just pushed it all the way through. I really enjoyed seeing his Shulk gameplay. Right?
Yeah, honestly, I was pretty impressed. You talked about before the set started about how Ontos likes to take these risks.
Yep.
Go for these resets instead of actually, like safe damage. So not exactly optimal, but just obviously making sure the reward is a bigger risk,
yep.
right? And benefiting off it a lot. Even though the first game was, like I said before, a little bit unfortunate with that mistech, kind of like ruined the momentum. The second and third game, he steamrolled.
Yep.
He was more and more confident as the set was going on. So that was really good play from Ontos. Good showing for sure.
And I think there's an argument to be made that Shulk should be played that way to some degree, because his guaranteed reward is just not